Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So I just got home this morning. I am exhausted. I'm beat, dude. So as I was driving, right, I lost all lights on the trailer. So I basically drove all the way from Atlanta home with damn near no lights until somebody on the CB said something. Because I noticed in my rear view, I was like, something ain't right, because this, the turn signals work, but I don't see them running, right? So, dude, when I get to the delivery, okay, and I hear, like, something in the fuse panel box just flickering, okay? So I called FLD Life. He told me, you know, start disconnecting all your lights, reconnect them, blah, blah, blah. You do all that. So that's what I started doing. So then Manel, keep on trucking. I asked him, and I texted him. He was like, do the little, you know, ground the switch or whatever on the on the pigtail. So I grounded it. All you got to do is just take like 2 wires and just put them together right here on the first 2 on the top. Not this one, not this one. This one and this one right here. So boom, boom. So basically what I ended up doing is I did that, and then I texted him. I was like, hey, my rear panel also doesn't work. He's like, check your rear panel. He's like, that might be shorting out, you know, because it's turning on, turning off, turning on, turning off. And the truck's going to let you know because if the relays are going to click, right? So after spending like an hour and a half messing with the relays, I've damn near replaced all the relays are new, okay? So I'm gonna just show you where I started first. So I unplugged this, first thing I did. Then I came over here. I unplugged the underglow because it's just 1 power wire. Next thing is I undid all this because I always had a problem with this. I'm gonna rewire this once I get done recording. But anyways, so yeah, I had a problem with that. So then he tells me check the rear panel. So I'm like, okay. Obviously, when the lights are off, nothing's clicking, blah, blah, blah. We move back down here. So I took all the lights out. And boom. This wire was already out. This was rubbing down in there and causing my short. Something that simple. And honestly, guys, when you're doing wiring, when I put this panel on, I didn't really know much. These connectors suck so bad. Don't use these. Like, honestly, do not. I'll show you what you should use. Let me show you. I got it all right here. Use these. Also, heat shrink. Use heat shrink and use these heat shrink wire connectors. So basically it has like a solder in the middle. And basically what you do is you put both ends right inside, and then you heat up the middle and it'll solder the 2 wires together, and then you just put heat shrink over it and boom, you'll never have an issue. Or you might, but you probably won't have an issue as fast as I did. So yeah, that's crazy, dude. I was sitting here super tired and he told me to check that, and I was like, it ain't gonna be that, dude. I doubt it. You know, and I mean, y'all know, I went through my truck, we wired everything multiple times, and finally figure out it's this. Crazy. So I just wanted to let you guys know, just don't freak out, retrace your steps. Just remember, if you use those crappy connectors, just know that it might short out. Especially if you have a stainless steel panel like I do in the back, it's gonna short out when the ground touches that, because all you have is power going to it, right? So it's grounding out your whole truck and making the lights flicker and causing the relays to go crazy. I was scratching my head there for a minute. I was upset, but now that we got that figured out, I'm gonna rewire everything and I'll get back to you guys here in a little bit. All right, guys, so we finished. We took those stupid freaking bezels off with the LEDs in them, and I'm glad I did, because these look a whole lot better. And now not gonna have any more issues with freaking wiring ever again after what I just wired up. Thank God. I rewired those on the side to actually blink now instead of just sitting on the high side. So, yeah. So that's everything we did. Now it's time to get out of here. All right, y'all. We made it back to the house, and I'm even more tired than I was before. I don't know if you can tell, but man, I know earlier in the video I said rear view, I meant side mirrors. But yeah, I left freaking Cartersville last night at like 11:30 and came back, delivered to Jack and whatnot. And I was like, dude, I'm not about to sit here, go to bed, and then fix this, because I'd rather just deal with it today. Because I'm just the type of person like that something like that would have just been on my mind all day, and I probably wouldn't have been able to even go to bed. So, yeah. But there you have it. Always check your grounds, check your relays. First things first, always check the relays, okay? And if you use those crappy connectors, remember, switch to something nicer. Look at these guys over here. They're over here. I can't even zoom in. These guys over here playing around. But yeah, man, just use a quality connector when you're like wiring stuff up. Because at first I thought it was those watermelons that I wired up that was causing that. But I'm like, everything worked, right? Before I was about to leave, okay? But, you know, we figured it out. Big shout out to Keep On Trucking for the help, and FLD Life for helping me as well. Much love, and yeah, folks, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.